Hey, this is Alex with my if-else video for my CISC 192 programming course. If-else statements are essentially for decision making in programs, which is very useful for the real world. Here I have a simple while loop, which I'll get to in my next video. Basically lets the program loop until we exit it through this if-else statement at the bottom. We have an integer n declared but not initialized, and we have a prompt asking the user to enter a number between 5 and 10. We then scan in an integer and we store it to n so that we can use it within our if-else statements. Basically, if you enter a number n that is less than 5, it will say the number was not between 5 and 10 and it'll let you try again, and that's why I have it in a loop, so that it asks you infinite amount of times until you finally get it. If you enter a number greater than 10, it will give you the same prompt and it'll loop back through and let you try again. If you finally manage to enter a number between 5 and 10, it will give you a congrats, and then it will use the exit -1 command to exit the program. Otherwise, it will just loop even if you get it correct. So to demonstrate, we start the program. And now that it's given us the prompt to enter a number between 5 and 10, I will enter a number less than 5 to demonstrate. So we give it 1 and say the number was not between 5 and 10. Please try again. If I enter number 2, it will give us the same prompt. If I enter a number greater than 10, 11 in this case, it'll give us the same prompt again. But if we finally enter a number between 5 and 10, let's say 8, it'll exit our program, and if I scroll back down, it did say congrats and on to the next tutorial video. Alright, so I went ahead and opened up a different program. This is for my PSA 5 to play a song on a robot. If you notice here, I do have this function, which I will also get to in a different video. It has this very long line of writing that it opens up to you, and if I scroll down, I'll show you another application for the if-else statements. I personally love using these menus after making this PSA. So we enter a number that is given. If I run this program, which might take a while to start up, it will, based off the choice we give it. As you can see, this menu down here has opened up. And unfortunately, I'm not connected to a real robot right now, so it won't do much, but I can do play song forward, and since I'm choosing a 1 to enter, if you look right here where the mouse is, since choice was equal to 1, and then it runs the rest of my program as necessary. And then since I have it in a while 1 loop, which is always true, it'll prompt me over and over again until I finally enter a 0, which is at the top right here, which will exit the program forcefully. You scroll down to the bottom, it shows you gave you an exit code of -1 instead of a 0, showing that I exited using my line of exit -1 instead of falling out of the loop or